Good morning, YouTubers. It is quite early on Saturday morning. We just had some really bad storms roll through yesterday afternoon. I haven't done a video in quite a while, mainly because I've been traveling a ridiculous amount for work. And I've just been, if I'm not traveling for work, I've been ridiculously busy at work. I was there till pretty late last night, and I'm going back there right now to work on some stuff. I am without getting into too much detail, I'm an engineer, slowly moving into the program management world. Really love what I'm doing, but I'm also trying to do some work-life balance and actually spend some time with my family. So I try not to do this weekend stuff. I just try to stay as late as I can to work, at work most nights. So getting a little worn out, but I'm excited because I got about a week left of work, and I'm going on vacation down the shore. I'm a Jersey guy, so we're going down to Wildwood Crest, New Jersey. Cheap plug for Wildwood. I've been going there since I was very, very little, and I'm like 35 now, I think, something like that. So I am in the SS. As I said, it's been a while since I've done a video, mainly because I've been back and forth thinking about what I want to do with this car, and been looking at various wheel tire packages. I guess I'm with a fairly large consensus of the SS fans, maybe the 16 and 17 folks primarily. I'm not a huge fan of the wheels. They're growing on me, but I'm also noticing that a lot of cars that wouldn't necessarily be considered performance cars have these wheels. So you look, it's somewhat similarly patterned off of the Lamborghinis, and you see these types of wheels surprisingly look very similar to those cars, so that's kind of cool. But then I go and I see it on a minivan or a say like a Toyota SUV or something like that, and I'm kind of like, what? I don't want that. What I would really like to do, and I apologize if my blues music is too loud in the background, so I'll turn that down. But what I would really love to do is see if I can get the Z28 replica wheels to fit, like a 20x9 and a 20x10, and the offsets are going to definitely be problematic. I've talked to quite a few people on the different forums, and they actually have been able to get other wheels. There's another guy in North Jersey who I've been talking to, and his name evades me right now, but he has a beautiful wheel and tire package, and he's lowered Ibach springs, and he's pretty much maxed out his what he can do as far as offsets, because he's rolled the fender lips, and his offset pushes his wheels out pretty much about as far as he can possibly go, and he still says he's getting some rubbing, which I honestly, I don't know if I'm going to. Actually, you know what, I'm going to flat out say that it's probably an 80% chance that I will not roll the fenders, and it's quickly approaching 100%, because I don't want to do that to the car, and my luck is unbelievably good. So I know what'll happen. They'll roll the fender, the paint will crack, it'll chip off, and it'll look like hell in a few weeks, and then I'll go to the dealership for paint touch. Oh, well, yeah, that's not covered, and all that stuff. So I don't want to deal with that. That's not something I'm interested in. And this guy's pulling over for unclear reasons, but okay. The main reason I'm not a huge fan of the wheels. I'm thinking I probably will lower the car. I'm gonna probably go with Ibach springs. I've used them in the past on other builds that I've done from the Pro Touring stuff. Apologize, the sun's in my face. Let's get that down there. Actually, it's probably better so you don't have to see my ugly mug. But I will probably do like Ibach, and I really want to do those Z28 replicas. I am a huge fan of the GTSR, GTSR W1, the cars that this car came from, and I would really love to kind of similarly pattern that look. But I do, if I don't lower it, it's not the end of the world. I really do like the way this car rides, but it would look pretty damn good lowered. The other part of it too is I've been looking into some of the various superchargers, blower applications for this car. Obviously, it's, you know, very early on. I am not made of money. I just lucked out as I was far enough in my payments on my truck that when I traded my truck in and got this car, it was a net zero, roughly. I think it was like $18 difference. So otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to afford this car at this time in my life. But I need the back seat. It's got a huge back seat. You can kind of see right there. It's a baby's car seat. There's another one right over my shoulder there because I have two fantastic little boys and who need some leg room because they're growing by the second. But I wanted something that was comfortable, big in the back, and honestly, this car is about the biggest I've seen with the amount of power that it has for leg room in the back. With and I was looking at the CTSV. I had a CTSV. I had a 2013 CTSV. And then I realized at some point in my life that I can't mentally, well, actually it was probably 7 months after I bought the car, leased it, by the way, because I was going to lease it for a few years and then buy it out because I just couldn't afford the payments at the time. So another indication of a stupid move. But I had a CTSV coupe. It was only my wife and I at the time. You can kind of see where this is going. But I had it for about 7 months, and it was just little things like the piano finish inside the interior would get scratched if you looked at it wrong. There was a lot of chrome on the outside that scratched a lot, and I did my best to keep it as nice as possible. But when it was like a $70,000 car, and I was able to get it for like $68,000, I think, at the time when I got it, and I traded my 06 GTO in, which I love that car, and I regret to this day. It was a brazen orange metallic. With the sport appearance package, full sport appearance package that I had, Triborough Pontiac. It's no longer here anymore. They got rid of the dealership. They also tore it down, so that sucks. But I love that car. That car I regret getting rid of. But that was it was a two-door, and there wouldn't have been any way for me to. Well, it had a back seat, obviously, but there's no way in hell I was putting baby seats back there on that, and I had that paid off. So I figured if I was going to get something stupid like a V at the time, I'd be able to get his maximum amount of money on that. And the dealership I did take it to, they were pretty nice to me. They gave me a pretty good deal on the trade-in, and you know, I loved the V for about 7 months, but about 3 of those months it was in the garage because of crappy weather, or I didn't want to take it somewhere. And I was like, this is insane. Like, I'm spending asinine amounts of money on both the cost of it and the insurance. And I was like, this is just ridiculous. So I went to the dealership that I ended up getting this from, but I got my truck from in 2013. And there was my red truck that you may have seen in some of the videos that I've done so far. That was a smoking deal. It was like truck month. I got a huge amount of money off of it, and I got an amazing payment on a truck that was ridiculously loaded. And if I had a way I could swing it and wasn't driving nearly as much as I am now for work, I would have kept that car. I would have kept that truck and had this. But I am not made of money, so I had to make the decision that I'm driving quite a bit for work. I used to be in awesome shape. Now I got a little bit of extra meat, and a lot of bit of extra meat on me now. But I herniated a few discs in my back from working out a little too hard, and 5, as far as I know, right now. But what we're gonna, you know, I needed something that was a little bit more comfortable in the back, and this SS is fantastic for long trips. Truck wasn't so much. It wasn't so much. It was great. It was a lot better than the previous truck I had, but there's no comparison between this SS and that car and that truck. So yeah, now I have the SS. I love just about every single thing about it. That, you know, I had mentioned in previous videos, a couple things. You know, the wheels, I'll live with that. It's not the end of the world if I don't get wheel and tires. And the I also mentioned the weirdness about the seat select, like between 2 different people. For some reason, the auto memory, I couldn't get it to work. It's probably user error. I read the damn manual. It's amazing. Oh, guy reading the manual. But yeah, I read the manual, try to figure out what the hell I was doing wrong. and couldn't figure it out, so I just shut it off. And then the other thing was, and this may be sacrilegious to those who are, you know, sound guys, but the Bose headset, the Bose sound system, I've never been a fan of it. It was in the CTSV and it's in this one, and it's just something about the sound, the way that you know, Bose, it's a phenomenal sound system. My headphones are Bose, the noise canceling headphones, I freaking love them. I got Bose stuff inside my house for home entertainment, love it. For some reason, I hate it in cars. So my sound system in my truck, I like more. But it's not bad. It's just, for some reason, I cannot get like enough bass to just come out of the music that I'm playing. And it's not like I want to like rattle the windows out. It's just, there's some sort, it's just a very sanitary sound that is not my preference. Nothing really wrong with it. It's just not my preference. And then the only other thing, I think was just those couple of things. That was really it. Some of you guys who have these, probably around 1,000 miles, you'll notice the car may pull. Well, guess what? Mine's got that now. So this coming Tuesday, I'm taking it in to get a alignment done. You know, at this point, it's just one of those things that it's a reality with these cars coming over from Australia. They usually start to show signs of alignment issues within about 1,000 miles or so, and I have 100. What do I got? I got 1,224 miles, almost 1,225 miles on it. And I could, if I let go of the wheel is not necessarily very straight. Either it's a little bit turned and it's pulling a little bit to the right. Apparently, very common problem. I'm very much under warranty, so I'm gonna have them go in. They're gonna take a look at it. They're gonna do an alignment. From what I hear, the alignments are not the best from the factory. So I'll have the dealer take a look at it. If I'm not happy with that, I'll take it to a place that actually knows what the hell they're doing with alignments. But I've usually had extremely good luck with my particular dealership. So Barlow Chevrolet, by the way, Delran, New Jersey. Really like them. They've treated me very well over the years. Yeah, then the only other thing would be when it comes time for me to decide I want to do something that voids the warranty and get the blower on it. So I've got an LSA blower in my garage that you've seen on the project on my Cutlass. There's a high probability that I will keep that on the Cutlass. I'm kind of torn because obviously I have not a lot of time to work on it right now, but I'm hoping to get out there in the next couple weeks. But that may end up on this car, and because I got all the brackets, I got everything to do an easy swap, and I've got the upgraded intercooler, all that stuff, but I may use an inner chiller. So cheap plug to the inner chiller guys, Australian guys, they do some pretty awesome stuff there, but I may end up using an inner chiller, or I may end up going the route of just keeping this stock, keeping the LSA blower on it, on the Cutlass. But if I do move the blower over to this car, then there's a likelihood that I'm gonna probably go with a turbo setup on the Cutlass. But I think I really enjoy more just screwing cars up and playing with them and building them and then selling them for, you know, a loss, because that's pretty much my move. A bit of an idiot, but I enjoy I just really do enjoy putting everything together, making it look very finished, very factory installed. So it usually takes me a while to put the cars together, because it's not a job for me. It's supposed to be fun. So that being said, I'm hoping to get in the garage, do some more videos for you, but I'll have this up in a little bit, and you know, give me your comments. You guys who have done the LSA blower swaps, I'd like to hear what you guys did on some of the wiring. You know, also the intercoolers. How long did it take you? What'd you guys use for programming on it? Was it just as simple as swapping over like a V or a ZL1 program to it? But and throw down your comments. If there's anything you want to see, you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Take care, guys. Enjoy your day.